Hi, it's Jess here from Nigezza.co.uk. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to my craft room. It's a while since I've done a craft room tour. It's changed a bit. It's still a mess. And today, I'm at home alone. And so I thought, even me, I can't cope anymore. I have to do something about this mess. So maybe some time, but I thought I'd get started and do the promised second craft room tour that I promised ages ago. I did get it to a state during lockdown. That was 2 years ago now. Where actually I thought, oh, I'm nearly ready for a craft room tour. I'd moved furniture, I'd got a second desk where my sewing machine. I can't do it that way. There we go. Where my sewing machine is, and yeah, and I've got my real desk, and that's set up the way I like it. And I've got some new furniture, and things were looking good that they could be all organised, and then it just turned into chaos. And I've done bits where I've tidied bits up and then they've got messy again, and other bits have got messy whilst other bits have got tidied up. So yeah, I'm not sure how long it's going to take me, but let's start. It is the beginning of July now. It's July the 3rd, might be the 4th, I can't remember. And yeah, really needs tidying. So I'll give you I'll just flip the camera and I'll show you what it's all like. So this is me entering the room. You can see there's a bit there that's hoovered. That's Ed. So the other day he got the hoover out and he just poked the hoover into that section and didn't go any further. You can't cope. You can't cope. Now here, there's bags there that are labelled. This is all like my junk journaling stuff. But instead of putting these things in the bags they're supposed to be in, it's just started building up. So I don't think that will take me long to sort out, honestly, believe it or not. See that barber bag? That, I'm almost ashamed to say, that was the bag that I had on Christmas Day when we were unwrapping Christmas presents, and I kind of limited myself to that being what I salvage from Christmas wrapping and, you know, boxes and corrugated cardboard and stuff. And it's been there since Christmas Day. And I've done nothing with it. Nothing with it. So, yeah, that needs sorting. That is some Christmas presents. Now, ones that were immediately useful have been taken out and used, and those just need sorting, really. And then, oh my actual days. So this is like the culmination of like going to charity shops and buying things and then not really knowing what to do with them, and collecting boxes. And I've just been on a crafty retreat. That was last weekend. I haven't fully unpacked. And those are things that really should have gone in the post a couple of weeks ago. To apologise for my 2 new team members. I haven't done it. Soz. I have been incredibly busy. Now that's my sewing table. It's functionable still. I just have to like take the things off the chair there, put them somewhere else, and then I can sew. It's not ideal, obviously. Can't really get under it. Don't really help my back. And then, yeah, I utilise, oh look, my meerkats. Sort of all the way up the top. That's packaging. That's always like that. Not really much more I can do. And then swing round slowly. I don't want to make you feel sick. My desk's not too bad. I was crafting last night, and I forgot. So I came in this morning. I was like, oh, those look nice. Not finished yet. They need sewing. And I'd forgotten I'd done it. There we go. I thought, was it a dream? So I'm quite liking the way I've organised all that. But then there's this section over here where the floor has become a shelf. And yeah, it's embarrassing really, isn't it? So, well, it only really needs picking up. Most of it been in, really. Swaps from a crafty retreat. And, yeah, that used to be my filming desk. But then I developed a really sore back. So I now do it all on my desk. So I can use this for something else. I might bring my scan and cut up here because at the moment it's in the dining room. So there's my thoughts. I don't use my photo thingy anymore. So I might collapse that and put something else up there. And I might bring the hot light over to my desk. So on my desk I've got a similar to an hot light, but it was Aldi's version. Oh look, you can see me in my iPad. So I have my iPad there, it's on my Archon, and that's where I watch YouTube and Netflix and things whilst I'm crafting. And I've got a little ring light there as well. So yeah, I'm not the desk I haven't got a problem with at the moment, but the rest of this needs a serious love. That this fairly new, helping me keep organised. I love it. Could use my trolley a bit better, and yeah, I just need to sort it all out. Yeah, so I've got lots of storage, as you can see, and actually it's all full, so it's not like I'm not using my storage. But I do have these new shelves here that I got that got built in, and they're probably not used. Look at my old books, love them. They're probably not being utilised in the best way. Swing you across. I got shelves on that side as well, and there are spaces on my shelves, and I could definitely use them better. And I love that. Got your CD racks, DVD racks put up, so those are like old retired stamp sets from Stampin' Up. So yeah, quite good type of storage. So I just need to sort out. So yeah, I'm hoping that not very long from this moment it'll all be tidied. I can show you the after. So I'm partway through, and as you can see, I did quite well yesterday. I'm not finished, but I thought I'd show you a little bit of progress. So basically you can see the carpet. I managed to get rid of everything that was on the floor shelf. And I did get rid of all the boxes there. And then these have appeared since whilst I'm sorting out. And I did sort my shelves out. Quite pleased with my shelves. I've got books there that are really tall, and they wouldn't fit on the bookshelves that I had built. So I moved the shelves to make that big enough to accommodate all of those, because they were on the side on the top. So, and there's all my journals. Oh, and there's one down there. Love that. Ed got me that for Christmas. And then I've got my smaller journals there. There's a bit of post there. But I've got my smaller journals behind. So, yeah. And I tidied that up a little bit. So that's all my packaging. So I've got bubble wrap, padded envelopes, and then like Amazon packaging. And then they're like A4 envelopes with carding. So I think that looks a bit neater. And then the idea is I can just grab the bag, grab what I want, put it back up without pulling something out and then everything falling down, which is what generally happens. I've still got that to sort, but at least you can see the floor basically in there, which is progress. And then moving over here, I love this. That is all my books. Love them. And look, every time I see an Edith Holden, I have to buy it. It's just the law. So yeah, and then I've got some bits up there. That's magazines there, and that's work in progress. These are empty boxes, and they're just like millions of swaps and things I've made. And then I've got tags that I've made, and then that's like genuine ephemera. And then in the back there is some journals I've been sent, and let my books go all the way back there. Lovely books. Lovely books. Lovely books. Some really old, some not so old. Love them. So that's where I've got to. And so yeah, I'm going to crack on. So that was 8 hours yesterday sorting that out. Let's just have a look at Edith Holden. Lovely. And yeah, I'm going to crack on today and see how far I get today. So day 2, I looked in my sewing corner and I managed to completely clear my little trolley there. So that's empty. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with it. I did think I might put all my jelly print stuff on it, and then it's easily wheeled in and out when I want it. That needs a little bit of dealing with. But the desk's clear. You see behind lots and lots of space around it. Sorted out some of my punches and moved old punches nearer my craft desk. So sorted out some of the rubbish behind there. Basically the contents of the trolley's there. So that's greasy this morning that I've got to sort out. Got coffee there ready to get going with that. And I've kind of put lots of things over here, which used to be where I filmed, but I don't film there anymore. That little one in the corner there, that was my original sort of stash of tea dyed, coffee dyed stuff. And I've used most of it, but there are bits in there, so I thought I'm going to pull it out and put it there. But this needs rearranging a little bit nicer. I've put a little bottle of wine. That's for when I'm crafting. Not that I drink when I'm crafting, but I make packaging for it. So quite like that, but I might rearrange there. And then I'm finally able to get this beautiful drawer thing in there. I've not put anything in it, but it's lovely. We got this last year in Plymouth when we were on holiday. Ed spied it in a junk shop and went, I think you'll like that. I've had to do a little bit of sticking. Some of these bits were all coming off. So I need to do something with that, and these side bits pull out and they got hanging on there. So I came up with this absolute bright idea this morning. I was just lying in bed and I've got lots of jewellery in that I'm going to use the beads of in journals, so I thought I could hang them from there. There's one on each side. The top bit, that's just there for being parked at the moment. I'm trying to put it down somewhere whilst I show you. It's really hard, this holding a camera and filming. And then the top lifts up and you can see there the mirror's reflecting. There's just a little bit there. I've just put some Stampin' Up recognition things, my silver necklace and my 5-year thing. So I thought some of the lovely genuine ephemera that I've got go in there. Something beautiful, to put in something beautiful. So got to crack it on. I'm hoping today's the last day. So I've cleared my desk off and now it's tackling this lot. So I think what I'm going to do is get all the bags that are labelled out, put them in the middle of my craft room, and then grab handfuls of stuff and just stick them in the bag. And I might have to think about, do I need all this? Can I just like use what I got and stop collecting new stuff unless it is amazing? Just more envelopes and more brown paper I probably don't need. Getting a bit overwhelming, isn't it? So I've got my bags out, and as you can see, organised, they're labelled with everything. I've got fabric, tissue, brown paper packaging, magazines and newspapers, paper bags, cardboard, and a little one there, envelopes. And I've got a new bag if I decide I need another category. So yeah, and they're quite full, and I did create a little bit of a avalanche pulling them out, but you know, there we go. So that all needs sorting. I've got these 2 extra boxes there that kind of appeared, which I don't think it would look too long, as it's all labelled, to just sort all that into where they're supposed to go, really. So here's hoping. So there they are, all back, neat. I didn't throw anything away. I've got a carrier bag there. I'll deal with that in a bit, but yeah, done it all. Pretty much all I did. I did do a little bit of sorting out some of the things on these shelves, but not too much. Hoovered it all. Yeah, and I've done a bit of sorting out on the shelves, not much. Oh, dropped the phone. Oops. Yeah, I put some things up there. I've took down I used to have all my Christmas things on this shelf. I'm a bit close there, but I don't move back too far. So I'm going to put some things up there, some decorative things. I hoovered Bagpuss because he was looking a bit dusty. Yeah, I still got stuff from when this was my son's bedroom. I really need to take those down. I mean, I do like Hugh Jackman, but really. So yeah, now if I just swing you around gently, I'm sorting out that corner over there right now. If I zoom in, can I zoom in? There. So I've been sorting out underneath there. So I've been pulling everything out on top of my desk, sorting it out. So yeah, sorting it all out. I've just had a bit of a lunch break. Back again now, and I'm really on the last bit. The only thing left to do after sorting that corner out is really the shelves over my desk, because that's not really work. Some of it works, some of it doesn't. So here we are, the big reveal. So those are all my junk journaling bags where I put in things that I'm going to rescue from the bin and put into future journals. I've got these 2 plastic things here where I can display cards that I've been sent. I haven't filled them yet. I will do. Got space there, might put something up there. Put a few things on my shelves there. Room for some more. Some very old books that I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with yet. I think I'm going to scan them because they're out of copyright. So I really do need to go through that cupboard. I haven't done that, and probably these shelves here could be better organised. Up there we've got, so those are all my Christmas crafting things. So they come out, well, when I say crafting things, things I've made. So the baubles for the tree and decorations, etc. Those are things that I've made, and I may make again with new products. Likewise that. So all of that is things I've made, I think, pretty much, on that side. And there's all sorts of things in the boxes there. Yeah, there's a bit of a mess going on there, but that's just things I use. It's out of the way. It's not a problem. Okay. As you can see, I have carpet. That's my long lead because there's no plugs round by my desk. And then we swing here. Look, carpet. Can't tell you how many times the carpet was literally hoovered every day last week with the Dyson that I'd completely forgot I owned. So yeah, I love these. These are those really useful boxes. The hold A4 really well, and it's got all sorts in there. You know, sort of works in progress, digital things, a 6x6 paper. They're not all labelled, but I pretty much know what's in all of them. There's non-stamping up stuff in there as well. That is like, I've got stamping up bags hanging up there, aprons. Got some new packaging boxes there that I use to send out. They're like A4 large letter ones. Got glue here. It's just a good place to store it. I don't really see it. Contrary to popular belief, I don't really have eyes in the back of my head, but I do tell people I do. There's some retired stamp sets. That's just another DVD rack that I got, fits up there nicely. Those are the bags I said that I'd sorted out, and then there's my shelves. So those are all cards that I've made. There's a few kits there. It's a lovely embroidery thing that my sister-in-law did the other year. I really need to frame it. That's a cube of photos that I made. There's another one there actually, look. Some piano roll, small journals that I've made. Moving down here, the oversized books. That's just got scrap paper, acid-free copier paper. That's got me navigator paper, some cream A4, some nicer paper and that. And then in this, there's a drawer at the bottom of here, and that's got different pens that I can use, all acid-free. There's a few pro markers in there. Then we've got 12 by 12 storage wallets that I just bought actually, to sort things out. Some Stampin' Up things that we'd got from previous on stages, which I haven't got around to working out how I'm going to use them. Then we've got more journals that I have made and altered books. That one's not finished. That's my planner leftovers that, things that I'm going to use in the future. Some smash books and little memories and more books. Down here we've got this lovely box that Ed bought me for Christmas. That one there. That's got a few bits and bobs I got for Christmas in there. Sorry, silk and things. Oh, there's hammer and nails because I am actually putting things up on the wall. Christmas cards that I've made ready to go. In my Bloomingdale's brown bag, that's got things that I send out for prizes or thank yous and things. Lots and lots of 12 by 12 papers and things down there. In those drawers are all my memories and more cards. And then we've got some little scrapbooks that I use for things. I actually did, I was going to turn it around then like an idiot. I actually did nothing with these cupboards. So these have, if I move my fairy lights, they need refixing back up. But stick it out of the way. Oh, it's all going to fall down. We won't bother. So in here, we've got all sorts of embellishments and card blanks and buttons, and there's stamps in there. There's a bit of scrapbook software. I haven't used that in God knows how long. So all sorts of stuff in there, and yeah, I use it from time to time. But it's like out of sight, out of mind. What have we got in this one? That's a load of Project Life stuff. This one, that's a load of scrapbooking stuff from scrapbooking days. These are loads and loads of dies that have retired but still really, really useful. Bottom cupboard, I hope nobody's feeling sick. Bottom cupboard, yeah, all sorts of scrapbooking stuff and stuff from the scrap store, cards and things that might have useful embellishments on. Yeah, I could probably do with sorting that out actually, but I was concentrating on, no, I could pick up that rubbish, but never mind. Moving over here to my sewing desk. So I've got these drawers. I love these drawers. So these were rescued from a school that I worked in. It was all battered. I covered it all with paper, and it does, it's got labels on, and in it's what it says really. I've got punches. I've got these lovely tins. Ed got me those for Christmas. Really like them. And then I've got these drawers here, got from a charity shop. They've got like some vintage thread holders there. These, love these. they're actually wooden spools. Love them. I've got loads. I've got more than what's in there. And in the bottom here I've got sort of vintage poppers and things, that needles that I've bought over time. Got some random things here. Just some, I like that storage jar, sort of wooden box, but I haven't really utilised it that well. That's got staples and things in, and it's just got things. We've got, oh, my finger was in the way, photos. Here we've got, so there we've got some more of my wooden spools. We've got thread and needles for my sewing machines. This was bought to be like for me sewing. More thread in there. Got my scissors in there. Punches. That's a tin with cards in. Got loads of cards everywhere, and those are just sort of like empty boxes, so I've got room for expanding what I own. We've got that's a 300 string of lights, though I want those to go all the way around my craft room. Got some ribbon there. I've got this was a thing I got in a tombola. It's a big butterfly, and just like scraps of ribbon, if I rescue them for packaging and things, just stick them on there. Johnny. Moving over here, we've got lots of different types of paper, graph paper. I've got parchment paper, music paper, all sorts of things there. That's got my genuine sort of invoices and things, and letters, ephemera that I've bought. There, I've got my little Scentsy lamp. Got my plug and got my lamp on there. That's just a table for, if I'm sewing, I can put it on there. Then I've got some scrapbooking stamp sets, bibs and bobs hanging there. I've got press and seal. I think I did one project with press and seal. It was a rage for a while. I haven't gone back to it. Got brown A4 envelopes there, and that's an iPad holder. Some sewing bits and some vinyl tablecloth there. That's got like invoices, Ziploc bags and things. That's just a bit of a mess. That's got, actually, no, I was looking for CD envelopes. Look, I've got them. It's even got a label on them. I couldn't find them. And there's bits and bobs in those. That one has got old embossing inks, embossing powders and pigment inks. That's got glue in it, actually. That's funky foam. And I've got space up there for other things. So I've just put a load of notebooks and things that I will utilise. But there's room for me to expand, which is what I wanted, is room for me to expand. We have got underneath, so underneath this desk, so we've got, so that in there, the black one, that's all my big American trip. That's all the stuff from that. Still haven't finished the scrapbook of that. That one's got, I think it was a book. So it was a book I've taken apart, and all the pages and everything are in there. That's empty. We've got lace and trim in there. And these are all my traveller's notebooks that I've made, and some that I've bought. We've got all sorts of things under there that I don't use very often. There's old Stampin' Up catalogues right in the corner, Stampin' Up kits. This has just got sort of A4 paper packs that I bought years ago. I've got some drawers there, buttons in, flowers, bags and brads. I've got some card blanks. And then this top one is just a load of sort of postcards and things that I can use for journaling cards and altering. Got loads. You get them when you join Stampin' Up in your starter kit. And I have people on my team that are just hobby ones. Hobby demos, don't want them, so they're giving me. And then we've got trolley here. I put all my mixed media on there. So all my jelly prints and everything that I would use for that, so I can just wheel it out and use it when I need it, which freed up a tray at the bottom of my trolley, which I literally just dumped stuff on. I've got to have an area where I can just dump rubbish, because that's how I roll. I've got this bag here that's hanging off here. That's like things I'm working on and I've been planning on, so that goes there. This big one holding all my sort of 12 by 12 rulers, my tear rulers and things. And then these other things that are hanging off, just got bits of rubbish in. So then moving around here, we have my lovely old filing drawers here. I've got all sorts in here. So like all my Stampin' Up! Adhesives are in there. Handmade ephemeras in there. That's like nicely labelled. A bibs and bobs drawer, avalanche drawer really. Like all my paper pads I've got, different types of paper, seller bags. So yeah, lots and lots of things in there. And the bottom ones are scraps. So I've got scraps of brown paper, scraps of book pages, scraps of tea and coffee dyed things. So easy to get. And then right at the bottom, because there was space underneath, it's quite a big space. I didn't want to not utilise it. So I got this tin. I've labelled it spare die cuts. It's quite a nice big tin. I poked 2 holes in it with my, this is going to be really, oh no, I managed it, with my crocodile, so that I could just string some ribbon to, so it was easy to pull out. And then these are all just odd die cuts. You know, when you're crafting, you make too many, don't know what to do with. They're all in there. They're all in there. So sometimes I just look through it and I can use it. So that fits down there quite nicely. Do apologise if I'm making anybody feel sick. So moving round here. So that's my Stampin' Up! Notes board, which I will use now. I've kind of put it there so I can see it. It might go on the wall. And this is that lovely drawer set, I think I sort of showed you. And I've put some of my original ephemera. So these are all sort of postcards and photos that I have bought. Got them in like antique shops, eBay, junk shops, charity shops. In this one, there's like, I've got lots of, so I got that in Happy Mail, some antique cards. I got 2 packs here of antique cards. I've got this amazing certificate of discharge from Merchant Navy, which is just incredible. Love it. So no copyright on that, so I will get it scanned. Got some old stamps, some George V stamps. What have we got in here? In here, oh, I've got some maps. I've got 2 of these. I don't know where the other one is. So these are really old maps. They're cloth. So that one's Dorset. I got Devon and Somerset as well somewhere. And I've got an old map of Plymouth somewhere. And in the top here, that's a load of like cigarette cards, tea cards. Let's bring it down here. So lovely old cigar box. My father-in-law gave me this. So, and I've just put them together in their collections in little Ziplocs. So they're ready to use. And then I've got quite a few books that I've bought from charity shops that have got like full collections in. I've no idea really what I'm going to do with them, but I've got loads. Paid different prices for them, £1, £1.50, whatever. But you know, I'll shove them in journals somewhere. Yeah, I've got a tray up there which probably needs dealing with, and I haven't done anything more in there than what I showed you, but I have put beads and things that I've bought in charity shops. Got one on each side. I'm not going to move the other because there's something in the way of it. And got one hand. So that's that. Here we've got a letter rack, which I could, so I've got cards that I've made there. This is got all sorts of things in. These are like memories, so things I've collected, tickets and things that will eventually go into journals. Got all sorts of things here, some Project Life things, just bibs and bobs. Bibs and bobs have to go somewhere. Some chocolate. Couple drawers here, so that's loads of Edith Holden. So that's my first Edith Holden book that I have cut up. And here I've got some jelly prints that I've done, and some, just some different bibs and bobs. Yeah, general rubbish here. Got guest checks, the artsy scorecards. That's handy for, they're like the size of photos and you can just rip round. Some coffee stained envelopes. Yeah, so just some general bleh. But, you know, I need general bleh. Can't be 100% tidy. It's just not in me. And then I've got this one where I keep my envelope punch board. The punch bag board. Got that charity shop. Big shot plates. Bottle of wine. That's what I make for crafting. I've got a big stamp here. Yeah, and that used to sit next to my filming desk with all what I needed. So it's just pen pots, but I haven't finished. This is my original lot of tea dyeing paper that I did. And so I pulled it out from underneath. So that's there. But what I'm probably going to do on this section is bring up my scanning cap. That's probably what I'm going to do. These are my shelves. I've kind of shown you those before, I'm sure. Put my meerkats at the top. So, yeah. On this, I used to have projects that I'd made up there, but I've just put retired punches, but that I still use. I've got a few projects up there. I've got this. I love this. And I did think I'd put like re-inkers on it, but I put all my little punches on it, which is quite good. This is another one of those drawers, so you can't see it because it's run out, but those are all my Regals. Obviously Whisper White at the top, Basic White. Those are all my neutral card stock, Brights and Subtles, and then we've got Stampin' Up envelopes, note cards, Stampin' Up sort of embellishment things. What have we got in here? Old cardstock that's now retired. Some more envelopes, some more adhesive. There's craft card, and there's just rubbish at the bottom there. So that's that. There's my bin. Then I've got these two big cupboards. They used to be toy cupboards when my kids were little. Oh, and there's just, that's where I keep. So I've got a sink. Bit of a mess. Bit of an artist sink, I like to think of it, so it should be dirty and grimy. Only wash buttons, paintbrushes there. And you know, if anybody knows how to get rid of them blue stains, I'd love to know. So these are just my craft bags. If I go on crafty retreats, there's just like the onstage box, and then I've got like big rolls of things there in these cupboards. Use the handled chairs, you might find it opens easier. So I've got packaging, I've got plastic pots and things, got card blanks, and just general, I don't know what to do with that, so I'm keeping it in a cupboard. I don't throw them away, no idea what to do with them. Again, any ideas what to do with those things that your stamps come in? So what have we got in this one? Let me just move this out of the way. So we've got things that I make packaging for. So we've got all sorts of notebooks, got tea bags, pens, post-it pads, tea lights, chocolates, goodies, all that up there. At the bottom, I've got, I don't know what's in the corner there, tissue paper and stuff. I've got a book there that I've taken apart. I've got dividers. I've got plastic wallets. I've got loads and loads of folders. So that's sort of in there. Now that stuff's falling out, it's going to make that look a bit of a mess. I've got a stool there because I can't reach the top shelf. And then we come to my 12 by 12 drawers. I like my 12 by 12 drawers. They are yeah, sorry, I was just sidetracked then by a message. So most of them are labelled with what's in them, and they're just easy to get. That's a general rubbish drawer. This is now got my chipboard in. It's repurposed, it's no longer that. This has got all sorts of notebooks in there. So this is retired 12 by 12 paper that I will use in journals or scrapbooking. This is lots and lots of bits and bobs. These are lovely tins that we sold a while back, which I love because you can see what's in them. So this has got charms and beads, rings, buttons, etc. Here we've got my retired 6x6 DSP. There's just loads and loads of pens and stationery and stuff. And at the bottom there, just rubbish paper that I use for prototyping. As we're down here, we'll carry on. Just loads and loads of embossing folders. That is retired but unused Stampin' Up stuff, which I sometimes give away for prizes. These are empty reels, so I keep them handy for when me and Jill do swaps. There's all sorts of cards and envelopes and things in there. Retired DSP. Just got so much retired DSP. It's not real. Retired ribbons. Washi tape and embellishments, again, all retired. And again, all sorts of twine and that's all retired. That's a postcard. We walked across Holy Island. So, you know, we walked across the water. Well, the tide was out. Thick, basic white, thick, very vanilla. Ordinary basic white and very vanilla. DSP that's current. 6x6 DSP that's current. That's me, the old carousel. It's got the in colours and then just the rest are retired ones. So they stay there. That is tea dyed paper. This one is avocado dyed paper. This one's red cabbage dyed paper. And at the top, I've no idea, doilies and things. And then that is more. This is stuff I'm keeping up there for my beginners series. Okay, we've got re-inkers in there. And then let's go down more drawers. So I did move around. I had these 3 drawers under my desk, but I've moved. So this one that sticks out furthest was in the middle, which meant I couldn't put my knees underneath. So I just swapped them around. So under here, we've got my big trimmer. In here, stamps. So this is all stamps. I need to sort out stamps. In here, I've got some tools. I've got, that's my flower fairy stuff that I've made, other sort of ready-made embellishments. And I've got somewhere else that I've been storing them, so I need to address that. These are like half-made ephemera that need finishing off. And in the top here, it's sort of tools again and things. So things like staples, blending brushes, knives, masking tape, glue sticks, etc. In this one, I have retired stamp sets that I use in journals and things. Likewise, that one, and then the top one is all glue. In this drawer set, we've got ribbon and lace and embroidery thread and things. Here we've got camera ran out, so I think I was at this drawer here, which has got lots of digitals. Some I've made, some I've bought in there. And then in this bottom drawer, I managed to shove a few doilies in there, but basically this is paper napkins, which I have lots. Yeah, I love working with those, and I do like the effect that they have on a page. Yeah, that's a board that I sort of film and photograph on. And so then we come to my desk, and my desk has been sort of like this for quite a while, and I like the way it is. So I've got lots of space here. I've got my glass mat, and I've got just underneath here, I've got, oh, it's on this side now, I've got my grid mat. I've got my old Stampin' Up catalogues that I use for getting messy on, and I've got my Stampin' Up grid pad, which I just pull out, put on here when I need it. Got my op light here now. I changed it over, it's a better light. Got my bottle of water, got my plugs, heat tool. That's my dies there. That's all my Stampin' Up inks. Let's move my bottle. All my Stampin' Up inks, some of the re-inkers. The other re-inkers are on the shelf there in boxes. That's a bit of Stampin' Up stuff. That's a bit of two projects I'm working on there. There's like my sponges behind. That's my little mini trimmer. There's my blends. There's some retired Stampin' Right markers. My mini embossing folder there. Not embossing folder. It's cut and emboss machine. Stampin' Right markers there. A tub of rubbish, really. Up there I've got my current stamp sets, and that's some current projects. I've got one of them little baskets that go hook under a shelf because that was wasted space. So that's got my catalogue, my label machine. That's the little thing you remove your die bits from. It's got a brush in it. That's the word, brush. Planners there. That's got plastic wallets, white card, black card, etc. I think I've shown you that. So these are these cute little cases. They're all now labelled with things, mainly things that I would use in my junk journaling. So cards I receive, cotton and lace, washi tape. That side's got decks of cards, not vintage ones. Clothes, tags and tickets. I haven't labelled the bottom one, which means I probably haven't put anything in it. A few little bits and bobs there, my lovely vintage tins I like, and just some bits so it looks quite nice. I've got there my ring light, which has got like a phone holder. I use that for doing lives. That's my Archon stand. The Archon stand has a iPad holder. I've used some punches there to weigh it down so it doesn't tumble over. Most of those are retired punches, but ones that I use. In behind are my current punches. There's probably a few retired ones there as well. I've got this acrylic pot here that I put all my blocks in. I love Stampin' Up blocks. They are just superb. They're really thick. They've got a a ridge there for putting your finger in, and you're less likely to get ink all over your fingers. Just love them. Got ribbons in the back there that are current. There's glues, there's tape runners, glue stick. This is another like acrylic holder thing. There's sort of things for makeup and that, but I've got my glue holder caddy thing that I made. I've got some of those hexagonal pen pots that I made, and they all fit in nicely, so it's all sort of compact, all the sort of tools that I need to hand. This thing here I think is a wine rack, but perfect on my desk. There's a gap in the middle there that just fits my trimmer, and then I can hang baskets on the side. So I've got my crocodile and some of my chompers, lots of chocolate. Got a pot here that can hang on it. So I've got scissors, stapler, water, spray, my stamping mist, paintbrushes, things there. On this side, we've got a little drawer system there. I'm sure there was 3 drawers in there. Don't know where the other drawer is. I haven't come across it. So maybe there wasn't. Don't know. But quite handy. I've got lots of these little jar things. So they go in there nicely. I've got card blanks in there that are cut out in both of those. Some are mats, some are actual card blanks. Some memories and more cards. These boxes that I've made, they've got like embellishments in. I've got a gap there that I can fit my stamp mat, my stamp and scrub, and foam mats. Those little shelves at the back there, they just keep pots in. I've got bulb pins, tissues, not used but dried out tea bags. I've got spongy daubers. That's where I've got my stays on a memento, little ink spots at the back there. Another little acrylic pot here to hold bits and bobs in place, all sorts in there, pens, paintbrushes, hand cream, post-it notes. Could never find a post-it note, found hundreds. That's my phone holder, and that's a nice purple jug at the back there, which I keep the big scissors in. That's it. I believe that's it. So that is where all the creating happens, all the filming and everything. And I've now got a big space and I can see my carpet. Oh look, the flower fell down there. Oh well. So yeah, carpet's not ideal, but it was a bedroom and I'm not about to rip it up and replace it. So yeah, a nice little swing round here. A nice clear space in my craft room. I'm quite happy. Not sure how long it's going to stay like this. I have crafted and it has stayed. Oh, I don't think I showed you on top of this. It's my big shot, so that works really well. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that. I say it took me 6 days. 6 days well spent. In between time I did make things, and yeah, look, I'm waving. So yeah, that's my craft room. Hope it stays this way. I've got loads of things that I could sort out, like those two tops, you know, those shelves need a bit of sorting. I've got the stuff in the cupboards I realised that I hadn't looked at. Those could do with a bit of sorting so that I get rid of things I don't need. So I could organise things better. That's my cardstock, my using cardstock that I use. So I've got the colour families in these, and then each colour scraps are in a little, so I've got a single hole for each colour family, and then within that hole I've got the scraps in little things like that, so they're easy to find. Some of them I've got single colours of ones that I use a lot of, like there we've got crumb cake, and then it's got its own little folder for crumb cake scraps. I have the in colours here at the front. Similarly, they've got a big pocket there for the full sheets, and then they've got these little cello bags for scraps, and that works really well for me. So big shot up there works really well. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Bye. Hope you liked that. If you've got any great tips, then I'll be happy to hear them, and any wagers on how long it will stay this way. I'll be happy to read that as well. Okay, bye for now.